All right, let's give you a reminder of our top story that we are monitoring, of course. The Madlanga Commission suspended Ekurhuleni Metro Deputy Police Chief Commissioner Julius Mkhwanazi has denied any involvement in the branding and installation of blue lights on vehicles belonging to businessman and attempted murder accused Vusimuzi Kat Matlala. He's testifying at the Madlanga Commission, dismissing the allegations as social media fabrications. Let's now speak to a crime expert, Chad Thomas, just to get his take. Chad, a very good afternoon to you, and thank you so much for your time. Interesting, testimony there by Commissioner Mkhwanazi, of course, being also questioned and given hard questions, in fact, by the commissioners themselves. Just your take, particularly around, his testimony around the blue lights and his relationship with Kat Matlala, dating back 2021.
Hi there to you and to the viewers, and thank you for the invitation. I think what's the most disconcerting thing to come out of today's testimony is how one particular security company, purportedly owned by Vusi Kat Matlala, seemed to have preference over other security companies. Now, we all know that security companies play a vital role in protecting South Africans and acting as force multipliers, and there are specific programs in place between the public and private sector, that being the police and the security companies, that allow for this to happen. In fact, there's a memorandum of understanding between Business Against Crime South Africa and the South African Police Service, known as the E2 project, which is Eyes and Ears, which allows for the security industry to assist the police, to capacitate the police, and to be part of joint operational commands with the police, so that they share control rooms and they share resources on the ground. When you hear of one particular company that isn't a part of the E2 program or isn't a part of localized structures, taking part in meetings, very important meetings involving senior metropolitan police officers, one begs the question as to why that one particular security company is receiving preference. When we look at the light situation, it's gazetted that security companies are allowed to use rotating white lights, provided that the vehicle is registered to a security company and driven by a security officer and used in the context of the work provided by the security company. Security companies cannot engage in using blue lights. The red lights are used for medical purposes, but the blue lights are specifically for the police. And we've seen how these blue lights have been abused, specifically by Vusi Kat Matlala's company, in that the footage that we've seen of his wife and his family using blue lights in vehicles that shouldn't be used for those purposes.